They're ready to do some sweeping at the yard today. Garrett Cole will lead the charge. Number 45 has been solid in each of his last 2 outings and hopes that momentum will help him earn his first career win against the Reds. You gotta regatta and you gotta root. Next.
There's a lot of festivities going on in the Pittsburgh area, and the Pirates hope to break out the brooms with a win today. It's the Pirates and the Reds here today from PNC Park. And welcome into the booth. Joe Block along with Bob Walker with you on this Sunday afternoon. And the Pirates, after winning the first 2 games of this series, look to keep it going. And the guy that has been really consistent for them on the mound this year has been Garrett Cole.
Yeah, he certainly has. And if you're going for a sweep, there's no one new rather put out there on the field pitching for you than Garrett Cole. He really, last couple of starts, has been throwing the ball very hard. Great velocities, getting those strikeouts. And the one thing I would like to see him, and we'll get into this as the game goes on today, be a little more efficient with his pitches. I think that's going to be a key for him. It's going to be a warm afternoon.
He was very good in his complete game in that way, and Starling Marte has been very good no matter where he's been in the starting lineup.
He can do everything that you want from an offensive player. He's got the speed, he can steal the bases, he's got power, he can give you the extra base hits, he'll get you the infield hits, and he has been red hot of late. I think today he's going to have a big part of this one.
And for the Reds, if they do have a chance to take a game out of this series, Brandon Phillips, even though he's 35 years old, he's looking like his younger self in this series.
When's this guy going to retire? Because we've seen enough of him. I mean, he just tortured us over the years, and even though he's getting up there now a little bit, he's still doing it and showing he still got some pop in the bat. 2 home runs last night, came into the game with just 6 for the whole year. So there's a lot left in the tank for Brandon Phillips.
It'll be a challenge today, no doubt, for the Pirates, who'll look to complete the 3-game sweep here at home and make a splash with the regatta in town here. The Pirates also having some fun. Pirates and the Reds here this afternoon from PNC Park. Up next here on Root Sports. The hill for the Buccos here this afternoon, going for the sweep. Wearing the 1979 throwbacks.
Looking good out there today. I love this look this year. Of the Sunday uniforms that we've had, this is definitely my favorite.
Pillbox style caps, bright yellow tops, those black pants. You don't see guys wearing black pants very often, huh?
No, not anymore, unless they're at some kind of event at night, you know. With a
wedding,
sport
maybe.
coat on or something.
No coat needed today. Warm afternoon here on the banks of the Allegheny. And it has been a very festive area. People, of course, enjoying the river, but also.
I would want a little higher sides on my boat than that.
Yeah. I don't know if that counts as a boat.
Well, good food out on the bridge. That place is packed. Zach went out there, got some ribs earlier. They look good.
Yeah, lots going on around here, and the Pirates a central piece of that. Going for 3 in a row against these Reds, and Billy Hamilton will start the Cincinnati order. It's brought to you by Honda and the Cozart and Votto ahead of the All-Star Duvall. Brandon Phillips, though, the offensive story of the series with a couple of home runs. The rookie Schebler with Suarez Cabrera, one-time Pirate, and then Dan Straley, hitless in his career.
Take a look at Cole's Hyundai numbers, and if you look at his games, just 16. He's had a couple minor issues this year where he's had to spend some time on the disabled list, but other than that, it's pretty much where you expect him to be every year. ERA in the 2s, and of course he just about always has a good strikeout to walk ratio. Nice command of his pitches.
And always that good velocity right off the bat.
Yeah, he will have that. He's had a real good fastball last couple of games. He's been able to push it up into those upper 90s at times when he wants to. Been a fast track the last couple of nights out there for the pitchers too. We've seen some hard throwers and some big numbers on the gun.
Well, The warm weather as we've moved into August.
I was going to say Phillips hit 100 at least once the other night.
Talk about a fast track. You don't want Billy Hamilton on base.
No, you don't. If he gets on base, make him hit his way on there. You don't want to mess around with walking him. Go after him on this 2-2 pitch.
Fielding Culberth, the crew chief there at second today. Manny Gonzalez calling the balls and strikes. 3-2 on Billy Hamilton.
Going 3 balls on somebody like Hamilton always, made me a little nervous. I'd rather give in to him, make him hit a good pitch. Say 2-2.
There you go. No, and he draws the lead off walk.
That's what can happen if you allow it to go to 3 balls and you miss just by a little bit. You don't get a call on a check swing, and now there he is at first base. See, that was a strike, but you didn't get the call.
Wow, you might have been able to get a strike both ways.
Yeah, but if you never get to 3 balls, that doesn't happen. And with Hamilton, the base on balls could become a double.
39 steals and only been thrown out 5 times. He's running on the first pitch. Fryer tested immediately, and Hamilton has number 40.
Well, I understand they're trying something new with him over at first base, but I know, and the first time they did it, it kind of worked the other day. But now that he's seen it, he gets a huge lead when you don't hold him on.
Yeah, Jaso playing kind of with him at first base.
But now that bothered him that first time he was out there. He didn't run for a few pitches. But now that he's seen it, you're just giving him an extra 3 feet. He's the last guy you want to give an extra 3 feet to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He doesn't even need to get a good jump then.
Harrison's going to come out, have a word with Cole. John Jaso said that it was a little awkward, made it a little tougher to tag him on a throw over, but it did seem to slow him down. But
yeah, for that one time.
That one time.
Yeah, and
something to shake things up with.
He didn't know. He kept thinking, oh, they're trying to trick me here. So something's going to,
I haven't seen this before.
Yeah, but then he ended up stealing the base anyway. And so now this time he gets on there and he's like, well, I know what they're trying to do. I'm not even going to wait. I'm just going to run first pitch this time. And he steals it easy.
So 2 strikes on Cozart, who owns a 14-game hitting streak. Hamilton still could run, try to take third. Not the situation for it, but when you have his kind of speed, sometimes there are exceptions.
Well, with the premier base stealers, I mean, they're a little different. You got to watch them no matter what's going on. Those guys will take it on you.
He knows
all the time.
Shoes even say it.
Well, you can. I mean, look where Jay-Hay is. He's almost holding him on like a first baseman.
It's going to keep him right where he's at. Now there with 1 out. So for the Pirates this afternoon, the Honda defense. Matt Joyce back out there as Polanco sidelined yet again today. Marte and McCutcheon join him out there. Gungan at third as Freeze is out today. Mercer, Harrison, and Jaso. And Eric Fryer doing the catching. Jung-Ho Kang with that magnificent double play that he started that really might have ended up saving the ball game.
Yeah, that was there's always a couple of times you can point to something. Oh, what a huge play in the game. That certainly was one of them.
Got the 2 lead runners. And Ivan Nova, last night's winning pitcher.
Look good. Except when Phillips was hit.
Yeah. Give up a couple home runs to Phillips. Otherwise, overall, 3 runs in 7 innings. Now Joey Votto with Hamilton at second.
Look at Mercer.
Hamilton's running. And he's in so easily. He's the fastest guy in the game.
Mercer was closer to second base than Jaso was to first when they were holding him on. Mercer's almost touching the bag.
And it was a little bit of a high throw, but it was a quick throw, and there's no right-handed batter in there, and still Hamilton ends very easily. Now they'll put the shift back on for Votto.
Now you see those velocity numbers jump up a little bit as Cole badly wants a strikeout. Cole and Votto have had some battles before.
Votto's been baseball's hottest hitter since the All-Star break. 449. Now this is a situation. This might be the guy that you'd least want to face in the entire National League. You know, you got 2 strikes on a guy. If you've got 2 strikes on him, I should say, in a sac fly situation, choking up on the bat the way he handles the bat.
Yeah, he's tough.
He can do pretty much what he wants.
He adjusts his style of hitting. I mean, he can hit like a leadoff guy, look for a walk. He can try and drive the ball. He does a lot of different stuff up there. You know, some guys, they're a type of hitter, and you know that that's what they're going to do every time they're up there. You certainly can't say that about Votto.
He's a chameleon.
He is a chameleon. That's very good.
Look at our Barrel League leaders in on-base percentage. He gets on base the most. Second in the league in walks. A batting average soaring after that rough start. Choking up on that bat. 3-2.
That's where I think you have to pitch it. You try to get him in, get in on the hands, because he's out over that plate. Look where his hands are almost over the inside corner. You have to put that ball up there. I think that's. He didn't have a lot of weak spots, but I think that's where he's going to least likely to hit you if you can get or hurt you if you get the ball in his hands.
Two. 97 from Cole. Hamilton walked, stole second, stole third.
Pitch number 8 in this at bat coming up.
Another payoff from Cole. And that time he worked the walk.
Take a look at our Rivers Casino tips to win Cole Watch pitch count. The start he had, we had the complete game. He was just amazing with that pitch count. Threw the pitch to contact, a lot of soft contact. And then the other night in Atlanta, still threw the ball well, but man, it got away from him in a hurry. Only went 5 innings because of that pitch count. And then the cuts, keep it right. Boy, last night, didn't he hit a couple of hard balls out to right field? He really looked good at the plate. I'd like to see him doing some more of that.
Votto will run if the right circumstance comes about. Now the all-star for the Reds, Adam Duvall, big slugger, his first full season. Can be doubled up. Only has grounded into 5, but not particularly fast. One man who is, though, Billy Hamilton at third. Stolen a pair of bases in this inning. Votto worked the walk. Might he try to stay out of a double play situation? He's running. Now Cole ahead 0-2. Votto has to go back.
Votto might be daring us to throw down.
Yeah, you do 2 things, right?
Well, if you throw to second base, you're going to have to make a perfect return throw to the plate to get Hamilton.
Fryer got caught on the backswing. Two strikes on Duvall.
pitch count at 20 here in the first inning.
He had 20 pitches in the first inning of that complete game, too.
Yes, he did, right at exactly 20.
But certainly can't keep doing this every inning. That is going to stay fair. And they're only going to get one there. Maybe another. No, Hamilton is in. Good throw might have gotten him, but instead Cincinnati's up 1-0.
Well, this was a run that was manufactured by Hamilton. The walk, he steals 2 bases, and then for me, that's a steal of home. He takes off on a throw over to first base, just like you would take off on a pitcher going home. And that's what that is. And I know it's not that on the stat sheet, but in my mind, he uses his speed right here to steal home.
And no one else is going to do that.
No. Everyone else stands there with their foot on the back because the third baseman has the ball.
He just waited. As soon as he saw him commit, he took off. 5-3 put out and an RBI for Duvall. And now a base hit from Brandon Phillips. And he is safe in standing. Wow. Votto didn't slide and was almost tagged out.
I didn't think he was going to make it. Like he was running out of gas. Well, if he touched the plate, he was safe. Hard to tell if he touched the plate or not. The umpire's staring right at it. Here, this will be a good view right here of it, I would imagine. Wow. I don't know.
Pirates are still considering challenging.
I don't know.
This is such a close play. Clint Hurdle making his way out to talk with Manny Gonzalez, the home plate umpire. Would you consider reviewing this without a challenge? Guess so. Or at least they'll talk it over. No, they're going to take a look and see.
I don't know. Did he touch the plate? This was the question. Did he touch the plate?
Yeah, it looks like there he did. And I mean, by a spike.
Yeah, I think he did. And in that view there, it looks like he did.
I mean, what an awkward finish by Votto.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't. I think what he was going to do was slide and reach back with his hand and then change his mind. Well, this is a bit interesting. No, what's going on now?
Going to go back to New York. Now they're going to talk. Fielding Colbreth, the crew chief. And they're going to say, no, we do not want to grant a crew chief review here.
That was bizarre. They went. Did they put on the headset? Did they ever actually put the headset on?
They didn't. They started to get close to there. They brought out the stuff.
Wow, what is going on?
And so that Manning. Well, yep. Pirates are not going to challenge this. They were looking for a freebie. And the umpires, Fielding Colbert saying, no, they can challenge it if they want, but we're not going to grant them a crew chief review.
It would be nice if there was some way for them to let us know that, because we're using our smarts to try and figure that out on our own. Like nobody in this ballpark, all these people right now are wondering what just happened.
Yep. Yeah, maybe give the crew chief a little microphone. It's 2-0 on Scott Schebler. So Brandon Phillips again with a big hit, a 2-out RBI single. Even though he's moved to second on that throw. Replay continuing to evolve. Try to improve it every year. That would be an improvement, I think. Let's understand what's happening. Sometimes we don't know.
Right now, I mean, I think what you're describing is probably what happened, but I would like to hear from those guys.
Yeah.
To know that that is what happened. They announced in here that that we had asked for a review, and
which
it doesn't look like that's what really happened, but we don't know that.
If the Pirates asked for a challenge, it would have been granted.
Well, it was really odd that they would go and put the headset on.
I think Field and Culbreth, the crew chief, stepped in. But again, here's the 3-1. Full on Shevler. Now the Pirates can challenge anything they want, but if that call does not get overturned, then they lose their challenge for the rest of the game. And they can go to crew chief review later on.
Pitch count's getting up there close to 30 now. Number 28 on the way. Did not want to see this.
And the Reds have already stolen an inning from Cole. 28 pitch first. They score a pair. Now the Pirates get their chance here in the bottom of the first. Benefit from a couple of walks in that top half. Well, here's the round 4 lineup for Glenn Hurdle's Pirates this afternoon. Josh Harrison atop that order with Starling Marte to follow. Andrew McCutchen batting in the 3 spot with Joyce still filling in for Polanco. Gung filling in for Freeze. Jaso Mercer, Eric Fryer the catcher, and then Garrett Cole.
Take a look at Straley's numbers. Everything there's looking pretty decent. Got a lot of innings up to 128. There's 23 games. Over 100 strikeouts, and the opponent batting average is only 208 versus Straley. Not a hard thrower.
Pirates going with Harrison Marte atop the order for the 3rd straight day. Harrison retired. Start things.
He did not want to be swinging at that pitch. Look at him. He's not happy. He got jammed on an 87-mile-an-hour fastball because it was way inside.
Pirates have seen plenty of Straley. 3 times he's already started against them this year. Pirates and Reds prior to this series have not played since early May, so been a little while.
Is that a called strike?
Couldn't hear. Manny Gonzalez with the pipes right there. Be one of the 3 tenors. Or maybe, just maybe, it's Enrico Palazzo.
Possibility.
No, that's Manny Gonzalez. I just had to make sure that was quite the call. Guided out to right. Shevler gets the second out. Now the Pirates, after that strike him out, throw him out double play in the 4th inning yesterday, have not registered a base runner against these Reds. Like you said, Bob, McCutchen swinging the bat pretty well in those.
I really like the way his approach last night's game. He hit a couple balls out toward right field and really centered them up. They weren't like little flares out there. And it just reminds me of the way he looks when he's really hitting the ball well. And I know I've mentioned this a couple of times over the last couple of months where he's done that and it hasn't carried through. Now, hopefully this afternoon maybe it will.
Straley stymies the Buccos in the 1st. Through an inning, Cincinnati leads 2-0. Move to the 2nd inning. David Freeze not in the starting lineup today, and last night hit with a Homer Bailey offering. As we look at our Allegheny Health Network injury update, he did stay in the game, play 3 more innings in the field after that, but had to leave the ball game at the 7th, and a lot of swelling there That elbow, no padding.
Stung him.
Eugenio Suarez, number 7 hitter for Cincinnati on Kids Day. He'll be going back to school soon.
No, they don't want you to bring that up right now.
Yeah, I know.
It's another month they off. All August left.
So almost overran it, but stuck with it.
It was up there a ways. A little adjustment there at the end. That's that big glove, though.
Yeah, from his days being a catcher, he knows how to retire those.
Been a tougher catch with a catcher's glove, reaching back like that.
Yeah. Ramon Cabrera getting his first start of the series.
A pinch hit, base hit, I think, game 1, didn't it?
Came up, that's the only time we've seen him. Was in the Pirates system originally, and then also re-signed for part of the 14 season. Made the big league Pirates. Finally cracked the major leagues last year with these Reds. Garrett Cole has walked a pair already. Behind 3-1 on the number 8 hitting Cabrera. Pitch first inning. Warm afternoon.
Next one.
If you can get a couple innings where maybe 8, 9 pitch innings, it kind of get that first inning back a little bit.
Nice play by Harrison. Enjoy your lunch on Thursday with the Bucks as they host the Padres at 12:35. One of the first 20,000 through the gates, you receive a Jung Ho Gung bobblehead presented by Hankook Tire. And you can go to pirates.com to get your tickets. There he is. They're at third base today. Here's Dan Straley. He's 0 for 35 in his career.
How can that be?
How are you as a hitter?
0 for 30. Just kind of like average for a pitcher, I guess.
Yeah, 100 something.
Yeah,
started with a 1.
Yeah.
Well, started with
in
a
the
1.
ones.
Yeah.
Had 1 year where I hit 2 something.
Ivan Nova got his second hit
Yeah.
last year. Or last night. 3 years ago before that. 3 or 4 years before that. The American League pitchers don't see a lot of action. Oh, Straley's going to be 0 for 36. And Garrett Cole gets that 1-2-3 inning he needed. Still 2-0 Cincinnati. And after postgame for the latest Inside Pirates baseball, see Sean Rodriguez swinging, and you can hear Matt Joyce mic'd up for a golf outing and much more. Inside Pirates baseball presented by Allegheny Health Network today after postgame on Root Sports. That was fun. They benefiting a lot of worthwhile causes for Pirates charities.
You could see it was a little slippery out there that day. By
Rained half the day.
Yeah.
Here's Matt Joyce.
Matt had a little sliding around incident there, it looks like.
I don't know what it is about Matt Joyce. It's something always kooky's happen to him. Oh, wait, no, that's you I'm thinking about. That's right. Out there to shallow center, went away. How's your bee stings?
Oh, they're
today?
fine. Yeah. Yellow Jackets, by the way.
Yeah, Georgia Tech.
Yep, Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
No, they're all right.
That's less gruesome.
Yeah,
than
yeah, it's not
yeah,
bad
yeah.
at all today. It's gotten a lot better.
Okay,
I'm actually in pretty good shape.
Okay.
I'm better.
That's what happens when you cut your lawn. I'll let my wife do it.
Let her get stung.
Only once. She only got stung once this year. So she likes to do the lawn, so I let her do it. I take care of it in the fall. She does a way better job. There's Jung Ho Gung. Home runs, but been stuck on that number for a while now. Hitting 174 since the All-Star break.
Definitely has been in a pretty prolonged slump.
But if you're not hitting for a spell, you also get a glove to work with.
Can help out in different ways.
That situation in the 8th yesterday, first and second, nobody out in a 2-run game. Started that double play that really ended a major threat from Cincinnati, and that was it for them. They folded up after that. And I see a year ago at this time, that averaged much higher. He was really hitting for some power after he came off the DL. It was red hot to start.
You know, when the season started, it was, in my mind, pretty much like he was going to be getting the lion's share of the duty down at third base. Pretty much going to be that everyday starter once he was able to, prove that he was healthy again. But that really hasn't happened.
So 5 up and 5 down for the Pirates. You got to go back to the 4th inning yesterday, last time that they had a base runner against the Reds. And they quickly collected 9 hits, 8 of those off Homer Bailey. Josh Smith came on in relief. The first 2 men reached, and then after that, we haven't seen anything. 19 in a row sent down.
Definitely it wasn't the Homer Bailey we're used to seeing here at this ballpark.
Yeah, coming off the Tommy John surgery, second start, it's going to be inconsistent probably the rest of the year for him. Rebuilding that arm strength. Yeah, that's it took him about 14-15 months to come back, and then you've got to rebuild the arm strength. So it's really almost a 2-year thing before you're really right again. John Jaso, the hitter, and I think they've got a scouting report on it. That's what's really interesting in this era of shifts here this decade is we see that second baseman for some left-handed batters camp out in short right, kind of like a softball game. And hey, it works in softball.
But you used to see those guys play out there in the old days with the AstroTurf. Without the shift, they would move well out in the right field with slower runners.
So sends it to center, and 6 up and 6 down for Dan Straley. And Cincinnati with 2 first-inning runs still on top.
Reads 2-0 Reds here at PNC Park. I'm Robbie. It's Mikowski. Every time Josh Harrison puts a uniform on, we know he's a busy guy. He's making plays on defense. He's stealing bases. He's trying to bunt. He's doing all kinds of stuff. But today, after the game, he's going to be a busy man as well, as he's having one of his annual charity events. The Blessing is in a Backpack event will be held tonight. He and his wife Brittany are going to head across the bridge into Eddie Merlot's downtown. The Blessings in a Backpack charity sends kids home from school with a backpack full of food so they do not go hungry. And Josh told me before the game, attendance is better, test scores are better, and therefore grades are better. It's been proven when these kids don't go hungry, they prove to be better students in school, which provides obviously a better setup for their future. So props go to Brittany and Josh Harrison for their partaking in the Blessings in a Backpack Foundation, Joe.
Thank you, Robbie. And a ground rule double here for Billy Hamilton. It's probably good. He probably would have scored on that.
Joe, you'll be there tonight also.
Yes, looking forward to that. And you know,
yeah, it's like a great charity.
A worthy cause to think about. You know, not everybody is as fortunate as we are, and you know, just try to, especially kids. You think about if a kid has to go to school hungry, it breaks your heart, and so it gives you an opportunity to just try to help out a few folks here and there, and Josh Harrison with the big heart, and his wife Brittany looking forward to helping them out any way I can tonight with that.
Oh, good quick tack. Thought they might have it. Man.
Closer, but a third steal for Billy Hamilton, and Glenn Riddle may want to review this.
Well, they're going to look at it back in the clubhouse. But that throw actually beat him. He got the oven mitt to the back corner. That's a good slide. See him going to that back edge. He knows it's going to be close, so he couldn't go straight to the back. By just putting that hand in there, there's nothing to attack. You got to get the hand, or nothing else there.
2 strikes on Cozart.
Those oven mitts are popular nowadays, aren't they?
Yeah, more and more guys.
So many guys were getting hurt.
Jamming fingers. Now 3 steals in a game, you go, wow, that's a lot. Well, Hamilton has done that 11 times now in his career. So down on strikes.
How many stolen bases did he have that 1 year in the minor leagues? Like 170?
155. If that might be a couple off.
And that's just short. Minor league seasons are about what, 140 games?
Yeah, 155 in 2012. That was an A ball and then double A. He's stolen as many as 5 in a big league game.
I mean, he is just incredible when it comes to thievery of those bases.
I watched him play his first full year in Billings, Montana. I was the announcer that year, and he was a second baseman at that time. And he was recruited to be a wide receiver at Mississippi State, and you can see why.
Yeah, I can see he'd have skills in that area.
But he's hitting enough now to
yeah,
just to justify that. That was always the question: was he going to hit enough? Otis Nixon, you know, these guys.
Yeah, I guess the break even is like around 240, something like that. If he can do that, well, now he's a threat. If he's going to hit like maybe 210, then he's not going to get on enough to where the speed really going to make a difference to the club.
The old adage is you can't steal first. 1 and 2 on Votto.
Some real good defensive players where you would talk about those same things. It's like, especially it seems like shortstops. That guy's a wizard with the glove. Is he going to be able to hit enough to stay in that lineup, though?
Mark Belanger comes to mind for the Orioles. The coal train from Altoona. I literally saw a coal train yesterday across the river. It was carrying coal. And I thought, well, that'll be fun tomorrow. 1 and 2 on Votto. Walked back to the first.
The same kind of scenario. Fell behind, fouled a bunch of balls off. Cole trying to get that strikeout with Hamilton on. End up walking him.
On 8 pitches.
Pitch number 5 there.
And Votto leads the league in on-base percentage, so literally he is the toughest out in the National League, if you want to use the numbers. But figuratively, he's the toughest out because he can do a lot. Like you said last time he came up, he's
weird,
not
though,
typecast as one.
Early in the year, he couldn't buy a hit.
Yeah, that was the biggest slump of his career. It's going to be plenty deep enough for Hamilton. Don't even try. Hamilton in easily a sac fly for Votto. Reds up 3-0. 55th run batted in. So another stolen base from Hamilton sets up another chance for him to score. Hamilton 0 for 4 last night. Kept the havoc to a minimum. Been on base both times today. He's got 3 steals.
Scored 2 runs.
Adam Duvall with the bases clear, 2 away. Yeah, Hamilton's getting on base about 30% of the time, a 300 on base percentage, which is quite low for a leadoff hitter. But if you could incorporate
a lot of those
steals into that,
a lot of those getting on base are doubles.
Yeah,
essentially.
That does not count in slugging percentage.
He moves quickly on to second.
The weighted on base average helps that. That's a great stat. incorporate some of that in there.
Not the days where guys were stealing 80, 90, 100 bases.
Why do you think that isn't the case anymore? Are pitchers quicker to home? Is the added velocity there? Less drive to run? Turf? What's the difference?
Probably a little everything you said. You know, the kind of combine things together. I don't think
we've devolved as a human beings.
I don't think it's looked at as a big deal to steal bases like that anymore.
You know, I think Mike killed it is the steroid era, home runs. Why steal a base if you're going to hit everybody in the lineup could hit a home run, right?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Reds had a run. It's 3-0 here in the third. Lowe's home field advantage, and Jordy Mercer very steady here at PNC Park. A .312 batting average and an OPS over 800. Also faring well since the All-Star break. In the 4.12, he has been pretty darn good. Now, if he can get that average up to 4.12, then we'll really be talking. Garrett Cole has permitted 3 Reds runs through the first 3.
I'd like to see a .724 slugging percentage out of him also.
Mercer overall at .275. Pats his chest there, as he does pretty much before every pitch. Just a reminder of where he's at. He's got a cross underneath there.
92 on that fastball. That's one of the better velocity fastballs we'll see from Straley. His average velocity on his fastball was about 89.
He's getting ahead of hitters early.
He is doing it with command, throwing the ball where he wants to, changing some speeds.
Eric Fryer in there, Sunday afternoon catcher. Nipping the outer edge right there. Australia's had a fair season. Had a little success with the A's earlier in his career. When Bartolo Colon was suspended, he began the season in rotation 3 years ago with Oakland. And then Brett Anderson was injured. He ended up pitching in the postseason that year.
Really?
I haven't seen anyone in Cincinnati jump like that since Oscar Robertson.
Well, he misplayed this about 3 times before he made a fantastic catch.
He's still got a big O anyway.
What an athlete. Always toughest play for the center fielder. That line drive is right over their head. They don't know which way to turn, and you're going to see an example of that here. Left, not right, no, turn back the other way.
Look at our Allegheny Health Network Super Bowl.
There he goes for the catch. Glasses come off. Pretty good afternoon so far for Hamilton.
3 steals, 2 runs scored. And maybe they'll put a chalk cutout in center field after he tumbled. Let's see if Garrett Cole can break up Dan Straley's perfect game. Right? For those who believe in jinxes, right?
Well, I would have waited.
Well, it's the 3rd inning.
Waited an inning or 2 before I tried to drop a jinx on him.
Yeah. Tongue firmly planted in cheek on that.
If you do it too early, then the baseball gods are going to like say, okay, well, we're going to let him go for a while now.
I don't want to anger Joe Boo. So 9 up, 9 down for Dan Straley. Billy Hamilton with a leaping grab.
Sports is brought to you by Allegheny Health Network, Health for All, and by Day Automotive. We're gonna make your day. Let's go Bucks!
Hey, where else we want to be here on a Sunday afternoon? 3-0 Reds. Like that Pirate P on there. Those two have been the stars so far. Straley's retired all 9 men. And Hamilton, 3 steals, a pair of runs, and that Jordan-esque catch.
They always want to thank those guys when they make catches like that.
Michael Jordan played a little baseball.
Yes, he did.
Minor leagues. There's a birthday boy right there, right? Also, happy birthday to Shane Demchak, who turned 7 years old today. George hitting audience today.
A little White Sox baseball.
Now for the AA team in Birmingham.
We got to see him. That was back when the White Sox were in Sarasota, so we got to see some spring training action. Mr. Jordan, not the best hitter you've ever seen go to the plate.
202 career average. He's got a little hairy when he was out there. Birthday to Pappy as well. Take Pappy to the ball game. That's nice. He'll buy you some cotton candy. One pitch and one out from Garrett Cole. Been very easy to do with Brandon Phillips up there in this series.
Okay, now you get your chance at a real quick inning. Take advantage of it. Pound the strike zone. Hope these guys put the ball in play early every time.
Schebler's 0 for 8 in the series with 4 strikeouts. Ball 1.
A single-digit inning in pitches. Try and get that back in shape.
He did that with regularity in that complete game effort. Two starts ago. Like that location.
Change up maybe. Not a lot of break to it.
Right back in the zone. Yeah, Cole in that complete game effort had innings where he threw a 6-pitch inning. He had a 7-pitch inning. He had 9 and 8. Another 6, another 9. Schebler down for the 5th time on strikes in this series. Okay, 5-pitch inning so far.
Pretty good backdoor hook. Look at that ball. You can tell how, as it's coming in, it appears to, it's going to be about letter high, and then it just starts dropping to the ground. That overspin on the curveball.
Suarez popped out foul to Jaso back in the 2nd. Reds with 2 in the 1st, another in the 3rd. Pirates still looking for their first base runner against Dan Straley. Now that says 93 there, but that seemed to have some oomph on it.
It was caught well. Definitely had some nice pop to that glove.
Suarez very late on that.
Throw it there again. This time 95-ish.
There's your single digit.
Oh, 99.
Wow. 9-pitch inning as Cole retires the side in order.
It's time for the Toyota RAV 4th inning. The all-wheel drive RAV hybrid has performance that will make you rethink hybrid. Let's go Bucks!
Pops. And when you see those uniforms the Pirates are wearing today, you know, you think about those great teams, and Willie Stargell, of course, fathering that outfit in that 79 season. He was the guy. He was the guy that everybody looked to toward the end of his career. Idol of many.
Yeah, he was quite a leader, that's for sure. In that leadership role for a number of years. How he got called Pops. So you see Pops Plaza. I don't know if they have any chicken on the hill in there.
Ooh. Yeah, a lot of folks wearing those.
See the stars.
Fullback style hats. Yeah, the Stargell Stars.
He'd hand those out after games.
I wish they were still allowed to put stuff on the hats. That was cool. That was instantly cool stuff. Not just in Pittsburgh, but everywhere. Look at our day automotive this day in Pirates history. Back in 1990, Pirates acquiring pitcher Zane Smith from the Expos. Moises Alou, Willie Green, and Scott Ruskin. Smith would go 47-41 with a low 3 ERA over 6 seasons. And a guy who didn't walk a lot of.
It was really the key, well, not the key, but one of the key pieces to that run of 3 straight division championships. So you needed good left-handed pitching to beat the Mets. And the Pirates started acquiring those guys, bringing Smiley along, and then Zane Smith. I mean, he meant so much to that starting rotation. It's all about the starting rotation, and he just really fit in perfect. Talk about a guy too that was efficient. We're talking today about single pitch or single digit in pitches for an inning. I mean, he just sinker slider, sinker slider, sinker slider all day long. Pitch to contact, ground balls all over the place, real quick. Would be nothing for him to throw a complete game in 2:15.
His name has come up twice now in this series.
Really?
I was looking it up when Tyone had that walk streak going. He went four starts without a walk. Did Tyone? Zane Smith was the previous Pirates pitcher to go 4 or more starts without a walk. So Zane Smith very popular this weekend. Having to give up Moises Alou, but you get 3 divisions out of it. And of course, those are prospects at that time. You don't know.
You're giving a minor league prospect. Now, Moises Alou turned out to be great, so okay, but you got something really good in return. Both teams made out.
Everybody wins.
But Moises Alou could have turned out to, be, somebody that
Willie Green or Scott Ruskin.
Yeah.
So 12 up and 12 down for Dan Straley. Pirates still trying to get on base. Coverage of baseball. A lot going on today. A-Rod announcing that he will retire on Friday and join the Yankees front office as a special advisor. Ichiro, one shy of being 3,000 hit club, and tying Clemente on that all-time hit list, and Ken Griffey Jr. having his number 24 retired last night at Safeco. How about Griffey and A-Rod and Ichiro? In fact, that nucleus that played together in Seattle, the greatest regular season team in probably in the last half century, maybe more. Didn't go to the promised land in the postseason though. But imagine having those 3 guys all on the same team.
Yeah, they had some
different eras, of course, but
pretty good players up there. The big unit. Randy Johnson was he there at the same time Ichiro was, or not?
Garrett Cole, after that 9-pitch inning, with 8, 9, and 1 hitters. Doesn't matter what Garrett Cole's doing today. Dan Straley isn't allowed a base runner.
Well, you can't worry about that when you're on the pitching side of things. You got to just keep doing what you do and hope the hitters can take care of the rest.
1 out.
Bad for 4 pitches.
And since that ground rule double by Hamilton, Cole has retired them all. Dan Straley 0 for 36 gets to swing the bat again. You think after 36 at bats he wants that opportunity, or he's hoping that he's coming up with a man on that he can sacrifice?
I would hope that he would want that opportunity.
Billy Hamilton, who's been on base twice, scored twice. Here's an interesting strategy. I don't really believe this, but if you want to slow Billy Hamilton down,
Walk the pitcher?
yeah. I think you'll take your chances with Billy.
Can't steal first.
And a 300 on base percentage, so he would steal 100 bases every year if he got on base like Votto does, or even the Pirates' Matt Joyce, around 400.
He might steal 100 bases someday. He could just get on base at a 300. But I see it happening.
Why not? He's got the most speed. He's not even leading the league though in steals until today, after that 3-steal output. The VR of the Brewers started the day in the lead. So a leadoff walk to start the game. I'll take second. He was being held on at second. Lefty batter up. He still takes third. And then after that double, moving on to third base. 3 swipes already. The kid from Mississippi. He 11 3-steal games in his career already. And 3 of those against the Pirates. He's done well against the Pirates through the years. This year, no exception. And again, Cole behind him, 2-1. Doesn't have a lot of power, but can pull the ball out of the ballpark on occasion. Opposite way, though, that's what you want him to do. Get it into the air. Fouls out to left. And Garrett Cole has sent down 9 straight Reds. Pirates need a base runner, down 3. A sunny Sunday here in Pittsburgh. Hey, have you ever wanted to be a major leaguer? Well, now's your chance. You can reserve your spot for a Pirates Fantasy Camp weekend. I'm doing his Bob Walker impression. Here at PNC Park, August 25th, 26th, and 27th, you'll be captained by a former Pirates player. Get your own authentic uniform. Maybe even a seat next to Steve Blass. Right here at PNC Park. Call 1-800-BUY-BUCKS.
Steve is definitely the king at fantasy camp.
Keeping everything loose. Nice day to be sitting outside watching the ball game. Matt Joyce deep to center, and there it goes. Matt Joyce, first base runner of the day, hits his 12th home run.
Oh, that one way out of here. That might have bounced down the back slope. Oh, there it is already. Terry's got it. That is a long way from home plate right there.
They got out of here and then some. Soaring blast puts the Bucks on the board.
It's always the best way to break up a no-no.
Take my ball and go home. Great extension.
The outside half, and just drove it right to center field. Over everybody's head, over the stands.
They say that one estimated at 442 feet.
I'm not going to argue with that call.
Joyce has hit as many as 19 home runs in a season, but that, of course, in his all-star season with Tampa Bay was as a full-time player. Joyce has 164 at bats. You get at least 3 times that as a regular player.
How many at bats did he have last year?
This is a base hit for Gunn.
Yeah, just had to break the seal, you know. Look at that, over everything. Everybody turn around and see where that one landed.
A little surprise for the folks out there.
There it is. Look at Terry. Look at Terry. He's trying to get the ball. Don't drop the camera. Oh, what a great shot that was. He held on to that camera.
Now Jaso, Pirates teeing off Straley here in the 5th. But that's how far away this is. And this is Terry going for it. Those are fireworks.
Oh, man.
The chaos on a home run ball.
That's what it's like to scramble for a ball out there. People diving in at your legs.
Joyce with that 12th home run. To answer your question, Bob, last year he had roughly another 80 at bats and only hit 5. His last year with the Rays, Joyce hit 9 home runs and he had almost 500 plate appearances. So Joyce very productive. Terry right there in good shape. Waiting for the next one.
Oh, did he get stung?
That's not all swollen like yours.
It was showing the back of his hand there. Maybe it was swollen up. Ball's out of here.
How about another home run? Jaso has hit 4. That's about the spot he likes to hit it too. Well, that broke up 12 in a row sent down by Straley with an exclamation point. Young aboard at first after his single. Straley now really not in rhythm.
There's something there he wanted to point out. Wanted to try different.
Young inches away. And he'll head on to second. A wild pitch.
Well, obviously that didn't go to plan. not the best job at blocking a breaking ball in the dirt that you'll ever see.
Wow, all the way from Korea to see Jung Ho Gung. Jung Ho as its surname first. We change it around here. That's how you would know him in his home country. We probably don't pronounce it all the way right either, but so strikes out. Long at bat though, 8 pitches seen for Jaso, and that's the first out for Straley. Laboring on this warm afternoon. He was just zipping right along, and now already 16 pitches to get 1 out.
He lost that ability to get a double play ball also with that wild pitch that probably should have been blocked.
That choice with the leadoff home run. Getting in there with regular playing time with Polanco out with some shoulder discomfort. Joyce has gotten 6 straight starts now. What a gorgeous afternoon. That's a postcard, isn't it?
Yep, look at that jet way up there. Contrail.
Now 1-2 on Mercer. Got back in the 3rd. Comes at second with 1 out. Good day for Mr. Freeze.
Better eat them fast. It'll melt.
Yep, Mercer couldn't hold up. Straley has fanned 4 Pirates today, including Mercer twice. Look at our Allegheny Health Network Supermo.
There's the line. Rita's.
Yeah, the hot tub of lasagna line is not really really filled today. Eric Fryer with the Padres coming to town next.
Yeah. Clutch 2-out RBI to pick up.
He's done well in those situations this year. 4 for 9 with runners in scoring position.
Not always an easy place to be hitting either with runners in scoring position. That pitcher's looking over the on-deck circle. Of course, in this case, there's also action in the bullpen, so even if you pitch around Fryer, you're not guaranteed to get Cole.
Juan Nicasio starting to toss. Cole's spot due up to follow, and the Pirates trailing. Advanced by Gung here. The same thing happened to Cole in his last start. Went 5 innings. Had a little room still to go, but the Pirates were trailing in that game to the Braves. The spot ended up not coming up though. We're thinking of taking him out. Had somebody else on deck. Difference with the National League game. It's not always just simply what the pitcher is doing on the mound, but a game situation. Cole out there at the moment. Gung at second with 2 away. Pirates have a run across on the Joyce home run. First start of the series for him. Matt Joyce, home run number 12. Leaving the ballpark with a big fly. Hit well to right. And Schebler able to haul it in.
It looked good off the bat. I didn't think he'd be able to get there, and ended up making it look pretty easy.
But the Pirates get a run on the leadoff home run by Matt Joyce. And what a home run it was. Leaving the ballpark with a big fly, and the Pirates on the board.
Pirates baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by the Chevy Colorado and your Western PA Chevy dealers. And by Barrel. Our service centers are now open evenings and weekends. Visit barrelservice.com for more. Let's go Bucks!
Matt Joyce, leadoff home run, leaving the ballpark literally. And the Pirates get one back now, 3-1 as we start the 6th. Garrett Cole, meanwhile, 9 in a row sent down. Cozart, Votto, and Duvall in the Reds order. 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Cozart hitless in 2 trips. He's got that 14-game streak going. Makes you think about Joe DiMaggio's all-time streak. 56 games. You'd have to put 4 14-game hitting streaks in a row to get there.
The degree of difficulty for that is it really is incredible.
And for DiMaggio, when he had that streak, Ken Keltner, who was a very good defensive third baseman, made a diving stop on a ball and threw him out. As Cozart now 0 for 3. And then he hit in 16 consecutive games after that, so he was 72 out of 73. Let's look at some Point Park tweets about the Joyce home run. That swing was too sweet, Judge. Matt thought he tattooed that ball. Yeah, had his name on it afterward. And James Kent rejoice. I like his avatar too. That's nice. Clemente on there. On a day that Ichiro may join Clemente on the all-time hit list, 3,000.
I was wondering, I'll be impressed if you know this off the top of your head, but I really doubt. What was the record before DiMaggio went to 56? I wonder what the record was that he broke.
I know Rose got to 44, but that was afterward. 44 is the second longest.
I wonder what was the record when DiMaggio had that streak? I mean, at some point he had to break it.
It might have been 42, but I don't.
Oh, so it really wasn't that much then.
I have to think of who.
I was wondering, like, was it the 20s or something?
I think what was the most impressive stat that got blown away was when Babe Ruth hit 60 home runs. I believe his previous high was in the low to mid 20s in home runs. So imagine, someone hitting 150 home runs in a season. That was probably the one that blew everybody away.
That literally changed the game. I mean, changed the face of the game. Like that, how could anybody do something like that? When I thought about the Rose hit streak, when Greg and I went over to the old Fulton County home plate to do the open the other day, that was where Rose had his streak in. It was right there at that home plate.
Is that right?
Yeah.
44 in 1978.
Yeah, I think Larry McWilliams started that game, and I think Gene Garber was the last pitcher he faced. No hits.
He had that kind of twisting delivery, the former Pirate.
Both of them former Pirates.
Yeah. Votto works his second walk today. So I have the answer for you. The American League record at the time was 41. George Sisler of the St. Louis Browns.
So 56 wasn't at that time like, wow, nobody. It was. That's impressive, but that somebody had been in the 40s.
Yeah, Ty Cobb also had a 40-game hit streak. Great Tiger. Great. The National League record spanned over 2 seasons at that time. It was 45 by Wee Willie Keeler. But that was over 2 seasons.
Bullpen will get up now.
Votto has stolen 7 bases, but doesn't often go. And according to this list that I pulled up, unless I'm mistaken, I was curious to myself, what's the longest Pirates hitting streak? Charlie Grimm spanning 2 seasons, 30 games. It's from Baseball Almanac.
Kenny Lofton was here. He had a long one. Can't remember where it ended, but it was up there a ways. I think he got in the upper 20s. We were talking about him getting the record, maybe.
It shows you how difficult that is. So there aren't that many that get past that maybe 30 game plateau. Jimmy Rollins having that one that looped over. I think he had 36 in 1 year, and then they got to 38. If you counted the previous year. That's about it. Utley, about 10 years ago, mid-30s. That's it. Hard to get a hit. Duvall unhappy with that strike 2 call, and it was out of the zone. From Garrett Cole. Antonio Bastardo, the lefty. Jared Hughes, the righty. They got one. Tardy. Dan Potash has got a game break for us. Hi, Dan.
Second baseman Phillips.
So I guess beating the Braves isn't that easy. As the Pirates found out, dropping 2 out of 3 in Atlanta. Cardinals lost to the Braves yesterday.
Yeah, I can't take anybody for granted. I know there's been a lot of talk of Pirates getting into the soft part of their schedule, but it doesn't matter where you're at.
Cardinals also lost 2 out of 3 to these Reds.
Anybody can get hot. Get a run of good pitching and a team that you go in thinking, oh, you should beat. They can be as hard to beat as anybody.
Yeah, we talked about that stretch. 39 of the final 70 games on the Pirates schedule against teams with losing records, and in that time the Pirates are 8-8. It's never an automatic win.
No, there isn't.
Now look, the Pirates are going to go out to LA and San Francisco coming up. They've been 2 of the best teams in the National League, and might come back 5-1 on that trip. You don't know. Then we forget about the 1-5. The Cardinals having their tough times as well with some of the teams near the bottom. Brandon Phillips today has an RBI single lined out sharply back in the 4th. He did not retire as you requested in our show open today. A-Rod did, though. The Yankees announcing that Friday will be A-Rod's final game. At least until 2018, unless he wants to come back when his contract expires. That is probably unlikely.
A couple of retires for the Yankees.
Mark Teixeira saying this is his last season. If I'm not mistaken, he's the same age as Phillips, 35. He might be 36. Very productive career for Teixeira.
Eventually, everybody wants to see what summer's like.
We were talking not that long ago. You were saying that talking about 4th of July last time that you weren't at a ballpark.
Yeah.
What'd you say during the bicentennial?
Yeah, 1976. The last one.
That was 40 years ago.
Yeah, went to play in the minor leagues in '77 and been at a ballpark ever since.
Yeah, that's just.
So a lot of these guys, you know, they just. You ask them what are they going to do? Well, at first they're going to go home and they're going to see what it's like not to have to go to the ballpark, and then a lot of them
want to go to the ballpark.
Yeah, they try to get back into coaching or something like that.
Delayed steal,
and it worked.
Adam Duvall in with stolen base number 3.
The delay is you're trying to steal on an infielder.
Reds have collected 4 steals today. Now the pitch is coming down.
Yeah, 3 shuffles and then you go. And what happens is nobody yells because you didn't break right away. Nobody yells, there he goes.
Fire double clutching 2.
So then hopefully what you're thinking as a runner is now it becomes a foot race between you and whoever's supposed to cover the bag.
Softly hit. Could be trouble. Joyce can't get there. Duvall will score. Phillips drives in another. It's 4-1 Cincinnati.
The delay steal really hurts.
The Reds have stolen their way to all of these runs today.
Just off the tip of the glove.
All of the runs set up by stolen bases.
Another important thing with that delay steal, you do it with 2 outs. Infield is always back on the edge of the grass with 2 outs. So they have further to run to get to the bag. You got a better chance of beating them there.
Garrett Cole's day is done. Cincinnati leading 4-1. Garrett Cole done for the afternoon. And you're just getting started. Just as a reminder, as you enjoy a cold one, to look forward to Miller Time later in the game, brought to you by Miller Lite. Well, all the runs today yielded because of the stolen base. Hamilton with 3 and then Duvall.
Our Achilles heel. Duvall with the old school steal. Delay.
Cole gave up 3 hits today.
Antonio Bastardo's numbers. And one thing we always look for with Bastardo was last year we saw that was he throwing strikes.
Trying to keep Brandon Phillips over there. Scott Schebler has struck out both times today. He's 0 for 9 in the series. Garrett Cole's struggles against the Reds continue. Just you know, he only gave up 3 hits today, but the 4 runs. Cole coming into today 0-5 in his 7 starts against the Reds. An ERA over 5. Good stop by Fryer.
Yeah, excellent stop by Fryer. Well, Bouncing way out in front of the plate, looked like.
It's Phillips over at first with 2 away. Back in that first inning, Billy Hamilton, a leadoff walk, stole second, stole third, ended up scoring on a bounce out, and then Phillips plating a run with a 2-out single, just as he's done here after Duvall stealing second base. And then the third inning, Hamilton with a ground rule double stole third and scored on a sac fly. The other 2 plays were strikeouts in that inning. So draw your own conclusions, but the stolen base playing a huge factor for the Reds today. Ryan Price, ex-pitching coach. This one will hook foul. Cole 5 2/3, 3 hits. Those 3 walks also came in play. 6 strikeouts. As his pitch count hit 99.
Threw a fastball at 99 today. Definitely had the velocity going.
Bastardo taking lots of time.
Yeah, he's definitely kind of slowed the pace down here a little bit since he's come in the game.
Now he's ready. The outcome was good.
Got him.
Lefty comes in, gets the lefty, but the Reds get a run. And it's 4-1 Cincinnati. Matt Joyce providing the offense for the Bucks, but the Reds 4 steals, 4 runs across. And Adam Frazier pinch hitting for Bastardo here to start the bottom half of the 6th. Pirates trying for a sweep. The Reds right now prevailing. Garrett Cole 5 2/3 today, gave up just 3 hits but 4 runs. Frazier 317 in his rookie year. One for 6 as a pinch hitter too. He hit a home run. A go-ahead home run. Brandon Phillips has driven in a pair of runs again today. 2 home runs yesterday. Today 2 2-out RBI singles. Billy Hamilton has stolen 3 bases and scored twice. The steal is really the factor. It should be a turn back the clock for the Reds as well with all the stolen bases today. Even Adam Duvall getting in on the mix.
It's like watching Joe Morgan, huh?
Yeah. Walker's bat. Cozart snares the liner. Now the Pirates have had 2 base runners today against Straley. Joyce leading off the 5th with a home run. Gunn quickly followed with a single. And that's been it. 30 of the last 32 hitters retired by Reds pitching. Suarez way in at third for Harrison.
Jay got some good-looking shoes on today.
He always has good-looking shoes on.
You know,
he had a trough of shoes in there today in the clubhouse.
I was going to say, how about the amount of shoes he has at his locker? They're all different. They have different styles, and different paint jobs. He's got something to go with any uniform.
Occasionally wearing a tribute shoe.
Yeah.
That one hit right down the line, and this one is gone.
Has home run shoes on.
Tap him twice, and you'll go deep. Home run number 4 for Jay Hay, and the Pirates now within 4-2.
Pitch down and in, just dropped the head right to the baseball. I would just love to hear what Jay Hay's saying as he's going down the line of high fives. A little down and in pitch, change up maybe 82 mile an hour.
A little bit of admiration for that ball. When you hit
Sammy Sosa hop there.
Yeah. When you hit a few here and there, you got to be able to admire it when you do, right?
I think he knew because he pulled that ball down the line. He knew this was out of here.
We'll put a little pep in your step. Pirates getting their runs on the long ball today. Phillips with a splashdown. He's always making it look fun out there, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Now he's doing this on purpose.
At 35, that doesn't look as athletic as it did, like say, when he was 25.
Yeah.
It's a point now.
He's got a little entertainer in it, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
You're infield and Culbreth likes that, right? Yeah, why not? He rated that a 7.
Phil, how'd you catch that ball? No way you caught that. I thought that ball was in right field for sure.
He's no Mark Spitz in that dive, but still plenty of fun for us. Yeah, you're not making the Olympics.
That's that same down and in changeup. This one a little lower. They got to hit it out of the ballpark.
There you go.
That's the rowing competition.
Paddle boarding, right? McCutchen 0 for 3 today, but Josh Harrison with a home run. And the Pirates pulled it within 2.
Brought to you by Kenny Ross, Total Confidence Pricing, and by Levin Furniture, the official furniture and mattress supplier to the Pittsburgh Pirates. For the best quality, service, and value, shop Levin's. Let's go Bucks!
On our UPMC scoreboard, 4-2 Cincinnati. First Pirates game. Coming down from St. Mary's. Now Jared Hughes. Making his sprint in from the bullpen.
When he gets to the mound, he's loose. Just from the run.
Likes to get his heart going. That'll do it. There's no more bullpen cards, so you have to make your own way in. I don't remember. Did the Pirates have a bullpen card?
I think at one time they did, but not
now when you were here?
Not my days.
A lot of teams did.
I think.
You ever ride in one?
Glass had one that was steam powered.
There he is, driving the old paddle wheel in from the bullpen, right? That's why I paid the start.
I'm thinking I think I did ride one in some place. I think it was Shea Stadium. I think maybe they had.
Yeah,
they were
right.
one of the last ones to have them.
Montreal had one into the 80s, later 80s. Last team to use it was the Milwaukee Brewers in '95. That was the last time we saw a bullpen card. It's about time we bring him back, right? I don't know if that one's going to really go over very well. Suarez aboard on a leadoff single. Take a look at some more Point Park tweets. Jay Hay with the home run. Boom. Colin with his call. Jay Hay went all day. That's right, Mike. He looks like a natural in those throwback uniforms, doesn't he? They were made for him.
That Cole looks good in it, too.
With the long hair?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Scruffy looking.
Jaso kind of blows your mind with that.
The Pirates were kind of a scruffy bunch back then.
Yeah. Jay Hay's got the kind of new old fangled socks. Jaso with the dreadlocks. Is that like?
It's like I'm trying to think. Anybody had long hair. There were some guys, but I don't know about that long. Ted Simmons, I know, had real long hair. That's real long.
Simba. Yeah, that's. Marte, just kind of a classic look out there. You wouldn't have the upside down sunglasses, though.
No, that's only come on in the last few years.
Might have flip up glasses, right?
Yeah.
A few guys still use those. Yeah. Jaso's got the sunglasses on top of the hat. His are upside down. Marte's. That's how you know it's you're not watching a replay.
The shoes are different. They were all black then.
Yeah, now you got the manufacturer on there.
Got the yellow laces.
Those are very modern.
Yeah, no more stirrup socks.
See very few people wearing those.
I can't think of anybody that wears them.
Seems like a very rare occasion. That you see a little bit more often. Those are sharp. And now a whole new generation. By then we'll have robotic umpires in the uniforms that have electronics on them. You hit a home run and you'll see like fireworks on your uniform.
Yeah, there'll probably be advertising on the uniform.
Sure.
So
Oh, that's coming.
That's going to be here quicker than you think.
We'll look back and they'll have their 2016 throwbacks. There's no electronics at all. There's no just stitched lettering. We are a Pirate family. I like that. Takes a lot of time to make those signs. It's nice when people make a nice sign and bring it out to the park. Two and two on Cabrera.
Some of those signs look like they've taken more than an hour.
Yeah.
A couple of days to make.
Oh, nice family activity. You know, you clear off the kitchen table. Get the markers out.
Hit it?
If it didn't, that's going to allow Suarez to move to second. be a wild pitch.
Sounded like you could hear like a double tick.
That's why.
I just drilled the shin guard. That's why you get that big bounce. You hear the double tick there?
Yeah.
Like, what did it hit first?
Yeah. Glove and then shin guard?
Yeah, that must have been. It must have ticked off the edge of the glove.
Rare would be the pitch that would hit a shin guard untouched. 3-2. In the air with Suarez tagging. He's going to try for it, and he is safe. Cabrera, a productive out.
Yeah, that's just when you want to take a gamble. As one out, and plus you got a nice lead, so you can do some things like this. Don't worry about it too much. Throw just a little bit to the home plate side. And by the time Jung Ho made the catch, brought the glove back, Suarez was coming out of his pop-up slide.
Pirates will bring the infield in. Renda picked up his first hit the other day after baseball overturned an error. They corrected a scorer's decision.
Really? Does that happen?
And that's how he found out he got his first major league hit.
Scorer's decision got overturned.
So he didn't get to enjoy it at the moment. Still got the ball somehow, I guess. Or a ball. He's ahead of the count, 2-0. And here's the former Red, Curtis Parch. He's called up beginning the series. Renda out of San Mateo, California. That is college ball at Cal, and drafted by the Nationals, traded to New York, the Yankees, and then they're part of the Chapman deal. Went over to Cincinnati. Two-one. And there's a legit hit. That scores Suarez. Cincinnati's up 5-2. And Robbie's got a little bit more about Renda's saga with that hit.
Yeah, so he just had a traditional hit right there, and you just told the story a moment ago. Matt Adams fielded a bunt that was meant to be a sacrifice, threw it away. Turns out it was overturned. But the fact of the hit is we're going to look at it right now. So originally, his intent was a sacrifice. Adams throws the ball away. It's ruled a hit. He found out Friday morning when he woke up in his Pittsburgh hotel room that it had been changed from an error to his first big league hit. Now, he ended up keeping the ball because it was his first big league at bat, thinking, okay, I'll at least have that. Turns out it ended up being his first hit ball. It was already authenticated, so then they had to change it back to officially his first hit. Kind of unique stuff. I know he's not a Pirate, but a unique story. You don't hear that very often, do you?
Yeah. Did I get my hit? No. You know.
And that was an error for me, by the way.
Well, he's got one now.
I don't know why they overturned that.
No.
It was a simple play that looked like got messed up.
I guess they were being charitable.
It was a nice sacrifice bunt.
Well, now they'll turn it back to an error because now Renda has a hit.
Like the no-hitter stuff.
Yeah. So 2 hits in the inning off Jared Hughes. Hughes has been pitching very well lately. This is unusual for him to see a run come across. 1 run over his last 15 outings. Billy Hamilton has been a thorn today. A couple of runs scored, 3 steals. Reds trying to scratch out a game in this series. That was a big run there from Renda. Pirates entering play today 2 games back for that second and final wild card berth. They pulled into a virtual tie with the Mets yesterday, and now only trailing Miami and St. Louis. So despite that rough road trip, Pirates still hanging around. Renda goes, and that one's hit perfectly through the hole. Renda's going to get to third and hold there. 3 singles in the inning, and Cincinnati still in business.
And look who's at first with an open base in front of him. And we're going to see Parch.
Well, the ex-Red's going to get a chance to face his old club for the first time. Maybe he's got a scouting report on him. Hughes has been awfully good lately, but today 3 hits in the 4 batters he faced. And Parch coming on. Today have been putting it together. Up 5-2. I would wager to say that's the first game there.
Yeah, they don't need to make a sign for that one.
Yeah, that's a little one. That might be regulars. And now the first chance for Curtis Parch to face the club that drafted him and brought him to the big leagues for the first time. Facing an ex-teammate in Zach Cozart. Jared Hughes giving up 3 hits in the 4 batters he faced. Again, 1 run over his last 15 outings, so very unusual. Oh, there's another first-timer. 2 months old, probably. Maybe a little older than that, 3, 4. This is with Indianapolis. 2.05 ERA. Park's especially good against lefties with Votto on deck. I don't think there's a lot of guys with Votto's hitting prowess down in the International League, but he did well against lefties down there. Hamilton runs again, but that's spoiled.
If you're Cozart, how do you swing the first pitch?
It's a great point.
How do you do that?
Don't you want second and third?
Yeah. You know he's going to run and be at second base.
You don't have to protect him.
Why would you swing at that? Sometimes you watch a game and you're just like, It's one of those moments.
Yeah. Cozart's 30 years old.
I'm sure
He's
Hamilton's
no rookie.
thinking the same thing.
Hamilton stole 2 bases in the first inning. He stole 1 in the third. Pirates retired him on a flyout in the 5th. Arch, the redhead with that nice little mustache there. Hamilton running again. No chance.
Yeah, they're not going to throw. They got speed at third.
4 steals for Billy Hamilton, the 4th time in his career.
Even if you throw, the chances of getting him out are very slim. So why take a chance of making that throw to second base? Fast guy at third. It's always going to be uncontested.
Still 5 against the Cubs last year. That's his personal best. And gets under the glove of Gunn. Renda is in. And Cincinnati pulling away.
Pretty happy dugout over there on the Cincinnati side today. That one just got underneath. Thought it was going to bounce higher.
There should be an error. Wait to see the call there. Going to get an out somewhere. Field. So now Joey Votto. And that will be an error on Gunn.
Wow. I was going to disagree with you.
Oh, really? You don't think he would have gotten Cozart at first?
Normally when a guy goes to the side like that and doesn't touch the ball, I don't see errors.
And right underneath the glove.
Yeah, I know.
That's because
I'm not saying it should have been. I'm just going, that's usually not an error.
I see what you're saying.
Somebody goes and the ball stays down and goes on their glove untouched. I don't see it very often.
We're told too the last time an opponent stole 4 bases against the Pirates, Eric Yelding, former Astro, back in 1990. It was 26 years ago. I remember him, real slim guy.
Nothing to see very often, 4 bases.
Hamilton's done it 4 times now. This gets away from Fry. Hamilton is in. And the Reds lead 7-2. Cozart advances as well. Well, this inning has really gotten this game away from the Pirates. 3 runs across.
Snap hook fastball. Friars, he's looking for a pitch outside, maybe off the plate a little bit, and then it is way the other direction. That's what he was looking for right there, that pitch right there in that spot.
Parch, in his only appearance with the Pirates this year, did not retire a batter against the Cubs. There's Chris Stewart. Let's see if he'll get back soon. Cervelli out today. Parch got that old school mustache today with those 79 unis. Lost control of that one. Chris Stewart yesterday getting back into more and more action, seeing more and more time on the field, doing some catching drills. Has also done some running drills as well, lightly. And that knee has been bothering him. He's feeling more and more functional. It probably won't be right until the offseason, but he's trying to get back well enough to play.
You like that right there, where you just saw Tyone sitting next to him talking baseball.
And I like that double play too. Keeps the inning at 3 for Cincinnati. They have a 7-2 lead here at our stretch. And every Sunday here at PNC Park, we're treated to a rendition of God Bless America. So let's listen in here at the ballpark.
We invite you now to stand as we offer support to our troops here and abroad. The Pirates and Sport Clips welcome Major Ryan Burcham, Armor Officer in the U.S. Army. Major Burcham is currently serving with the 2nd Battalion, 312th Regiment Training Support in Coriopolis. He has served 2 combat tours in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom, one with the 2nd Armored Cavalry Regiment as a scout platoon leader, and one with the 4th Infantry Division as a company commander. He also currently works with veterans as a counselor at the McKeesport Veterans Center. Today, he is enjoying the game with his sons and fellow Pirates fans, Eric and Charlie. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a warm welcome for Major Ryan Burcham. Now here to lead us with God Bless America are members of the Punxsutawney Area High School Choir.
Land that I love, stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans, white with foam.
Pirates and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Follow the Pirates with MLB.com @bat app. Stay up to the moment at any moment with game day, live game video highlights, statcast, news, and more. Download MLB.com @bat, the #1 app for live baseball on your phone or tablet. A look at our UPMC scoreboard. Cincinnati with 3 more in the 7th, making this more of a one-sided affair as the Pirates are hoping to bring out the brooms today. Get their work cut out for them, and Raisel Iglesias now on. Former starting pitcher. He got the ball on opening day for the Reds. Injuries are keeping him now to the bullpen. Matt Joyce led off the 5th inning with a home run. He and Harrison have left the ballpark today. In Joyce's case, literally. Told that Zach Cozart will get an RBI on that error by Gung in the 7th, which is correct. Gung's play would have been on the 1st on that play. And 2 now on Matt Joyce. Pirates need to come alive offensively. They've managed just 3 base runners against Dan Straley. Gung has a single. The aforementioned homers, the other 2. Joyce with that home run in the 5th. He said he left the ballpark. I'm not lying. Leaving the whole seating area.
The high point of the day right there.
And that made it a 3-1 game. Pirates were down 4-2 entering this inning. 3 runs on the ledger of Jared Hughes. 2 more than he had allowed in the whole last month. Now Gung. Pirates have managed 3 hits today. They collected 9 In the first 4 innings against the Reds yesterday, but none after that. Offense still sputtering along since the All-Star break. Joyce has been on 2 out of his 3 trips. Iglesias having a little trouble finding the strike zone.
Well, part of that is throwing 3-2 breaking balls with a 7-2 lead late in the game to the leadoff hitter. Might be able to find the strike zone a little bit better if he was putting a little more effort in finding the strike zone.
Pitching to the score, right?
Yeah, that was a 1-0 breaking ball down and out of the way, and then 2-0. Yeah, you have to pitch to the game situation. I mean, the one thing the Pirates are looking for right now, some kind of break to get them back in this game, to get some base runners out there and somebody get a big hit. And usually that break is more often than not a little wildness from a reliever. Come in and walk 1 or 2 guys. I mean, if you're over there in the dugout and Iglesias comes in, you're up 7-2 here in the 7th inning, and the first hitter, you see him walk on a 3-2 breaking ball. You're like, why?
He's walked the first 2 hitters of the inning.
Here you go. This is what you're looking at. You're looking for the body language of Iglesias. I mean, what's he doing out there?
Just kind of meandering around.
When he went through the 2-0 pitch, the catcher's coming out, and he totally turned his back to him, walked off the mound backwards. He just got the ball back, and it just. I really personally dislike it when I see somebody doing, things like that. They're showing emotion on the mound, okay, but that's going a little too far.
Kind of showing up the catcher for wanting to visit. Iglesias starts behind here to Jaso.
Look at him. It's almost like and I don't want to be out here.
Yeah, here comes Mac Jenkins, the pitching coach. You rarely see this. Jenkins going to try to settle him down.
He just walked out there, just kicked the rosin bag out into the grass. I mean, he knows the pitching coach is on his way out. I mean, it's the respectful thing to stand there and wait for him, not walk off the back of the mound and kick the rosin bag out there.
It's really surprising to see.
Suarez went out and got the rosin bag, brought it back to the mound, and had a few words with him just before he walked away.
Get it together.
Yeah.
I mean, he's pitching with a 5-run lead, and it's as if he just cost the team the pennant, kicking it around out there. There's a more aggressive look. And he's got that fastball that touches the upper 90s.
Well, he's really one of their good, talents that they have in that bullpen right now.
He's got closer type stuff.
Yeah, I could see him becoming the closer.
But you can't have that kind of mindset.
No, you can't act like the way he's acting in this inning. One thing you look for from a closer, somebody's kind of cool and calm out there. He's the absolute opposite right now from cool and calm.
Tony Singrati, who we just saw as the closer. Iglesias gone 3 balls on all 3 hitters now. If he walks Jaso, the tying run's going to be on deck. Pirates will be glad to oblige. That's more what you expect on 3-1.
Yeah, well.
I've got 97.
Okay,
Try to hit it.
This is what you. So why are you throwing 3-2 breaking balls to the leadoff hitter when you have that kind of stuff?
You can throw 97 right down the middle and get a swing and a miss.
And it could be a home run into the river, but it doesn't matter. It's 7-2. When nobody on and it's leadoff hitter. Now you got to start pitching because there's base runners all over the place that you put on there.
He's walked the bases loaded. 3 straight walks. Credit the Pirates for not chasing and helping them out at all.
Yeah.
Now the Reds bullpen's got to stir. Ryan Price elected to pull Straley with a lead at 85 pitches after 6 innings. Not necessarily a bad decision, just, you know, kind of standard fare for this.
Well, 7-2.
Day and age.
Yeah, you think that
it was 4-2 at the time.
You have the game. Well, yeah, 4-2. You think you have the game in hand, though.
Yeah, you're up 2, not down 2. You can see the pitcher still going. Now Mercer. You get 1 out there. Didn't think you could turn 2 with.
No, it's not a double play ball. He took the. You're only going to get 1 out, and he took the easiest one he could get.
Give Mercer a run batted in. So 7-3 with 2 on and 1 out.
Surprised that Jordy swung the first pitch he saw.
Yeah, with all the wildness, right? Fastball over the middle of the plate with low. So Fryer's going to be lifted. And Gregory Polanco, who has been battling with a shoulder concern, says it does not affect him when he swings the bat. We'll see. Polanco 0 for 3 as a pinch hitter. As Jaso at second, Mercer on at first. One swing of the bat, the Pirates could be within a run. Way outside for ball 1.
There's 3 more pitches and the bases might be loaded.
Polanco's done a nice job drawing walks this year. He leads the team with 43 free passes. Suarez in at third. And he was ready in case Iglesias grooved one. He just missed. Michael Lorenzen. Grab a baseball. Got a 95 fastball right down the middle, a little bit up. Now Iglesias ahead 1-2. Keep this big inning going. We saw in the 4th inning last night, it didn't end up mattering, but Pirates had a big inning going. First 4 men reached, and then strike him out, throw him out, double play. Pirates were leading at that time. It didn't matter. The pitching held things. Here, you got to get some more. Bases loaded, nobody out at one point. Hit well, but playable. No advance. Hamilton came up as a shortstop.
Got a good arm.
That's why he's the best color man in the business.
I've changed my opinion on his arm. You've definitely won me over.
I'm not saying it's the greatest arm, but right there was a great throw.
And watching him, you pointed out that he has a better arm than I was giving him credit for. Since then, I've watched some of his throws, and you're right. He throws much better than I thought he did.
Yeah.
And I
former infielder.
I went down. I talked to some of the coaches. I looked at some of the scouting reports. You're right.
Well, there's a first time for everything.
He's
Bob.
got a very. He's got a good, accurate arm.
Now Cervelli here pinch hitting. Batting for Parch. He's going to come in for a Fryer anyway. Cervelli is 1 for 2 as a pinch hitter.
Yeah, that's as you notice there with right-handers, he kind of had since he's kind of dropped down a little bit, flattens out that breaking ball, and it just kind of sweeps in and catches that inside corner.
Pirates have the bases loaded with nobody out. They've gotten 1 across. Still down 4 in the 7th. Cervelli comes through. Jaso stopped at 3rd with 2 outs.
The same pitch. He threw that flat breaking ball. Kind of got away with it that first time because Cervelli hadn't seen it. Came back with the same pitch. Cervelli goes, okay, I know what that is.
Jaso not a very fast runner at 3rd. Held there, but that reloads him for Josh Harrison. Jaso just getting to 3rd as Duvall had the ball.
Tying runs at the plate.
Young Pirate in training. Well, the Pirates down 5 entering this inning. They have brought the tying run in the person of Harrison, who homered his last time up. Trying again. The Pirates on 4.
It's not enough just to wear the rally cap. You got to wiggle it a certain way.
On a strike to Jay. Iglesias walked the first 3 men here in this inning. Two and 1. Nowhere to put him. Yeah, just kind of
easy to spot. Old Pete
all alone.
Looked like a rose and a bunch of weeds.
Dandelions.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Beautiful. That's well, what is a dandelion?
It's a weed. Bases full of buckos with 2 outs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Iglesias will throw his 31st pitch of this inning.
Flat breaking balls, leave it up. Thank you.
Down the line.
Too much.
Foul ball. Ooh. That close.
Yep. About 6-7 feet, maybe.
I'm surprised it carried that far. I was hoping to see it dump into the corner. Bases full with 2 outs. Harrison the tying run at the plate here in the 7th. And Iglesias strikes him out. The Pirates settle for 1. And Iglesias forlorn. Great to enjoy an afternoon out on the water. We are a Pirate family at the the throwbacks on today, hoping for some better spirits. Cervelli got a base hit with 2 men on. They'll stay in the game to catch. And here's Juan Nicasio.
Juan's had very good numbers since going to the bullpen. I believe that's his niche.
Yeah, 2.70 ERA in 14 outings since joining the bullpen full time. 2-pitch pitcher.
Well, you look out on that water today with that shot at the boat. Doesn't that make you want to, like, wish you had a boat?
Oh, yeah.
That looks so much fun being out there.
Actually, I don't wish I had a boat. I just wish I had a friend who had a boat.
Had a boat. That's the best.
Brandon Phillips, 2 RBI singles today. And an early story for the Reds offense, stolen bases. They swiped 4 today. Prior, or actually 5, I beg your pardon, 4 to lead up to the first 4 runs. Phillips will have his 3rd hit.
Looked like it was in the glove for a moment, maybe came out late. I thought he had caught it and then ended up seeing it lay back there behind him. He may have knocked the air out of him a little bit. I think when he rolled over, this ball might have came out of the glove. Yeah, he had it right there. And it just rolled out as he rolled over.
Right ankle gave a slight bit, I guess, but nothing gruesome. Nose rolling. So Phillips aboard again. And he'll move up. He's going to head to 3rd. And Harrison guns him out. Four 5 goes the out after the throwing error by Nicasio.
Phillips just not quite that speed he used to have. And this is really a tremendous throw by Jay. I mean, this is some distances.
Look at him running hard after it.
Long
Accurate.
way. Look at it right there. Nice little pick.
Kids, you can throw hard all you want. You want to throw accurate too. Whether it's on the mound or in the field. That was beautiful. Beautiful. Instead of a runner at 3rd and nobody out, 1 out and no one on. The way that Phillips' weekend has gone, you can't blame him for trying to get 2 out of that. Scott Schebler has not enjoyed the same success. He's 0 for 10 with 6 strikeouts this weekend.
Bad weekend for Schebler.
He's the guy called up to take the place of Jay Bruce. Those are big shoes to fill.
They're definitely trying to overhaul their team.
Little by little, picking apart some of the pieces from the Reds' better squadrons.
There was a lot of talk in the offseason that they were going to try to move Phillips.
Now a 10-5 guy, so he can't be traded with.
Well, I think he vetoed a deal somewhere.
Washington was the report. Ended up signing Daniel Murphy instead.
It worked out for Washington.
So 2 gone. 7-3 Reds here in the 8th. We invite you to use your Port Authority Connect card to save big on Pirates tickets this season, up to $8 per ticket on select Sunday through Thursday games here at PNC Park. Connect and save with the Port Authority Connect card. Go to pirates.com/Connect card. Get your tickets.
couple of different ways you can get on TV here at PNC Park. One of them is to wear a shirt that says Pete.
Suarez underneath it. Ballpark holds it, and Nicasio gets out of it. Hit in an error, no one left. Bucks bats need to get going. Great. Wow, that's an Olympic-size ice cream cone.
Well, he's locked in on it too. He
Yeah.
won't take his eyes off that.
Yeah, you'll never stop wanting ice cream.
Don't take that away.
Michael Lorenzen now on for Cincinnati.
Look at that opponent batting average, 182. He is giving up a lot of hits. Laser lock. Look, he's right there on him. Well, some more. Look at the tongue going.
More, please.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Oh, ice cream.
Robbie, who you got for Twitter Tuesday?
We have that man, Sean John Rodriguez, will be taking your questions on Tuesday for Twitter Tuesday. Use the hashtag BucksTuesday when you send in any question you have. You can ask about anything, including his bout with the Gatorade cooler that he had during the wild card game last season. But a lot of good stuff for Sean Rodriguez. Send it right now, early and often. Sean Rodriguez, our guest for Twitter Tuesday. Make sure you include the hashtag BucksTuesday, and he'll get to him in the pregame and during the game, Joe.
Thank you, Robbie. Always like Twitter Tuesday. Fun to hear from the players themselves. Oh, Pirates were able to bring the tying run to the plate last inning. Let's see if they can do that again. Monte's been hot at the plate, but today, 0 for 3. Now 3-1. This is what you get if you're a kid today. Look at that. He's happy.
Those are all stickers. You
Yeah. Put them on the wall.
peel those off, put them on your wall in your room.
And if you don't like where they are, you can peel them back off, move them. Wall decals. Well, this is how the last inning started. Iglesias, who was on last inning, walked the bases loaded. Pirates got one out of the deal. And Brian Price, the former pitching coach, now manager, I'm sure not too pleased to see history repeat itself.
Yeah, he wasn't happy last inning, I'm sure, and he certainly didn't want to see that ball 4.
What would Chuck Tanner do in this situation if he came out?
He would sit there and be unhappy. Well, if he came to the mound, he would put his hand on his shoulder and say, son, you got to start throwing more strikes. Got to get the ball to the plate, or we'll have to find somebody else to come out here. And he'd walk back. But people in the stands didn't realize that when he had his hand on your shoulder, he was digging his thumb into your collarbone. And you were trying not to scream.
Just a little nudge.
Yeah, he was a strong man.
I usually respond to that, right?
Yeah.
Right, I'll throw a strike, Skip.
I don't know if that'll work nowadays, though.
Might be an HR thing.
Yeah, nowadays you'd be. In fact, I think
Union grievance.
Miami hitting coach a couple years ago got fired.
Tino Martinez.
Yeah, for touching a player. Can't remember exactly. They pushed him or something.
Yeah.
I don't remember now what it
Shove or something. I don't remember exactly. But
yeah.
Nothing. I remember thinking. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Or
really,
whatever even got brought up. When I heard about it, I was astonished. Really?
Now, if the current Marlins hitting coach give you a little shove here and there, you probably wouldn't say anything about it. Home run king, Barry Bonds, big dude. Although he's more of a cyclist's body now than his major home run hitting days. Avid biker, Barry Bonds. Andrew McCutcheon trying to get aboard here. Pirates down 4 in the 8th. Maybe they've saved the best for last. Michael Lorenzen on in relief. He was a first-round pick of the Reds 3 years ago out of Cal State Fullerton. As a starting pitcher in his debut season a year ago.
Yeah, most number ones come up as starters. Most, not all of them. Most of them do.
Long and lanky. There's a base hit. And the Pirates threatening again here in the 8th.
Definitely not going away quietly. They're trying to put some pressure on him. Inside fastball, 97 mile an hour, and just spun on it.
Now the Reds bullpen has pitched better over the last few weeks, but still 29th out of the 30 teams in ERA. Ryan Price managing a team in transition.
That may be the toughest thing on a manager, is to have a bullpen that is unreliable.
And a couple of guys who are starting pitchers.
It's so hard to make the right moves when you just don't know what is going to happen when you go to that pen, whether you're going to get strikes, quality strikes.
Matt Joyce has homered today and walked. And the 3 guys he's turning to with the lead. Iglesias was the opening day starter. Lorenzen was part of their rotation last year and probably would have been if he didn't start the season hurt. And then Cingrani would be the closer, and of course he was a starter for a couple of years. Pretty much a one-pitch pitcher, Cingrani. So the starters having to adjust to new roles. Bucks on the pond for Joyce. He's down 2 strikes. (7-3) Reds. I tell you, Joyce has a really good eye up there, doesn't he? He spits on some close ones.
It's really hard to figure out. You look at his numbers last year and see what he's done this year. It just, and I know they hadn't had the amount of bats, but this season is.
Well, they get Joyce.
Just the quality of his bats, the way he, like you say, he takes close pitches, the way the ball's just driven hard off his bat. The hits he get aren't exactly seeing eye ground balls.
Young, who has singled and walked today. 2 on with 1 out. Pirates down 4 here in the 8th. We were talking earlier about the starters being converted to relievers for the Reds. Jonathan Mayo, the excellent pundit for the young players around baseball, tells us that Lorenzen was a closer in college at Fullerton. So thanks to Jonathan, old friend, Pittsburgher, that helps us out.
back in his natural role then. And then he miscast as a starter.
And here's a guy who was just put back into the bullpen, Jeff Locke. Is that the curveball grip?
Yep. He's getting ready to throw a hook. Unless he changes it. And he did.
He'll get one. And now runners at the corners with 2 outs. And a look at the upcoming series after the day off tomorrow. The Rule 5 pick, Luis Perdomo against Chad Kuhl, named the starter today. So a pair of rookies. Edwin Jackson in his 11th team against Vogelsong, and then Friedrich against Tyone. Glenn Hurdle hoping for some late magic. The Pirates are threatened. The tying run up in the 7th, tying run on deck here in the 8th. Tyler Glasnow throwing a simulated game coming up on Tuesday as he gets closer and closer to a return. On Jaso, who walked last time around. Marte led off the inning with a walk. Young on the fielder's choice, standing at first. And a strike. One swing of the bat could make this a 1-run game.
Trying. Definitely trying to lift that one out of the ballpark.
2 on, 2 out, 2-2. And now full. In danger of loading the bases here. Jordy Mercer wanting a chance. Lorenzen has thrown 25 pitches here in the 8th. 3-2. And Jaso down on strikes. Pirates again threaten, but do not score. Trails 7-3 as we go to the 9th. When they open a series against the San Diego Padres here from PNC Park. Our coverage on Tuesday begins at 6:30 with Pirates pregame presented by WB Mason right here on Root Sports. Wish we had better news to report. Pirates are down 7-3 as we start the 9th. Everybody took the brooms from the porch and hoping to wave those here, but it'll take a big comeback for the Bucks. He's taking the first 2 games of this series. Juan Nicasio worked around the leadoff single through 9 pitches. Faced 3 batters in the 8th. Ramon Cabrera. Tyler Holt is out on deck for Cincinnati, and then Billy Hamilton. Pirates are 1 for 10 today with runners in scoring position, creating some chances in the 7th and 8th innings. Tyler Holt. A lot of new names on this Reds outfit. A little time with Cleveland earlier in his career. Jeff Locke still up if needed. Glenn Hurdle saying today that the reason for Locke moving to the bullpen is his ineffectiveness as a starting pitcher. He's very honest about it. I mean, how else can you explain it? I suppose, right? But he also said that, hoping that Locke will, in the couple of outings that he's had out of that bullpen, he pitched well, and hopefully that new role for him will lead to success. Yeah, Locke over his last 80 starts, he had an ERA of 4.92. So Hurdle citing the last several years getting those opportunities to start, but out of the bullpen really shine brightly here. We'll see how he would fare in the new opportunity. Is an example of a guy who has moved from the starting rotation earlier this year and has pitched well out of the bullpen. Now his stuff is better than Locke's in terms of harder fastball, tight slider, right? That kind of more plays for the bullpen, right? Especially in shorter outings.
Yeah, I don't know if that's. I think that's what is a common thing. But I've seen guys that throw all different kinds of stuff have success out of the bullpen. You don't have to be a hard thrower. There's guys that go down there and more pitchers and stuff. It just depends on the guy. Some guys, for whatever reason, they do better in that spot. But I don't think Nicasio throws any different, to be honest with you, as a starter.
Doesn't throw any harder.
No, I know that was brought up a lot early in the year. Well, maybe he should move to the bullpen where he throws a lot harder. He didn't throw harder in the bullpen.
Yeah. And really the same makeup of pitches. Fastball, slider, very rare changeup. Kind of doing the same thing. Now 93 on the gun here. That's the Reds closer, Tony Cingrani. Another guy who an established starter at first. Well, Hamilton's going to get aboard for a fourth time today. Now up 4 runs in the 9th with 2 outs. Is he going to try to pad his stolen base total?
I would imagine he'll run here.
Now in the unwritten rules of baseball, is that okay? 4 runs in the 9th?
It depends on which book you're reading out of. In mine,
New Testament?
In mine, he can. In New Testament, for sure, he can run.
Okay.
Old Testament, maybe not. But in the new one, yeah. And in mine, yeah. I wouldn't fault him for trying to steal with a 4-run lead.
He's got 4 steals today.
If this was 1950, then it'd probably raise an eyebrow.
Now the Pirates are bringing the tying run to the plate in the 7th, tying run on deck in the 8th 3 times. So shows you how close this game is. Nearly as Hamilton. Tore his mitt.
If he would have been on the bag, he's out.
Now you were talking about how Jaso's playing over there. He's been told to play Hamilton off the bag, which earlier in this series was kind of flummoxing
for like about 5 pitches.
About 5 pitches.
And then he was
I think
like,
he ran on the 6th
because he thought there was something tricky was going to happen.
Freddie Benavides over there, the first base coach, trying to give him a little instruction.
But if you watch that first pickoff throw in slow motion, when the ball hits the glove of Jaso, look where Hamilton is. Now, if you put Jaso on the bag, Hamilton's out.
You got to take all that time to swipe back, right?
Yeah.
And try to connect with the runner. think they should assign someone to run with him at all times, and then you can just throw the ball to the guy running a couple of steps ahead of him, right? Might be the only way to get him out. And that's the thing with Hamilton too. He's only been thrown out 5 times all year.
Look, see now, if he, do you see how far away he was from the bag when that ball hit his glove?
Because he's going to catch it on his right side. Left-handed thrower, right-handed glove catch.
If that's a throw down there on the bag, he's out. If you're on the bag,
all you got to do is go down with the throw there. See now that long swoop. It takes forever. I'm with you.
Now, if you have a left-hand pitcher, I think it's something different.
Look how long it takes for the swipe. He's already taking his next leadoff. Hamilton starts and stops. Now he's running. Uh-oh. It's caught out. He finally did Billy Hamilton today.
What happened there?
If Brian Price doesn't challenge it. I mean, that's just a game of pickle, I guess, right?
But how did he get in the? I wasn't watching. I didn't see how he got in the pickle.
Well, he started and stopped, and then instead of going right back to first, he decided to take another step to second base. So he's out, and now the Pirates with a chance. They need 4 here in the bottom of the 9th. The 9th. I was just complimenting on what an efficient base runner he's been this year, but Cervelli able to get him out.
Oh, he took off and just stopped. I didn't see him slip or anything. It was a good job by Nicasio with the quick pitch home. I wonder if that's why he stopped. Nicasio just did a real good job with the slide step.
So 4 out of 5 today for Billy Hamilton.
Yeah, that's, to me, if you want to stop a premier base streak steal, there's only one way to do it, and that's slide step. You got to get the catcher the ball, like, you know,
1-1.
Well, no slower than 1-2 for sure, and everybody should be able to have a 1-2 in them. And my guess there, Nicasio, you look on that play right there, you can see Nicasio was really quick. Ronnie's numbers on the season.
Pirates get the leadoff man out again. Now Sean Rodriguez. Friday night. He has hit 11 out this year. Sure, almost picked off.
Votto thinks he got him. He wants him to look. We're going to call time.
It's called leaning.
It's close.
Is it definitive? Reds are going to challenge this.
I can see why they would challenge. It's the 9th inning. Why save it? And it is close.
So they'll spin the wheel.
That's a good word for
Look
it.
back.
I like that.
Well, I don't mean
They'll
that.
spin the wheel. No, I like it.
It's a coin flip
I
kind
like
of
it.
play.
I like it a
That's
lot.
why.
Spin the wheel.
You know, because it's a close play.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can tell here. Maybe in New York they've got something to tell one way or the other. Bankrupt, or maybe they get the 10,000.
Yeah.
We'll see. Jordy Mercer, if he gets picked off here to lead off the 9th, that's going to be a huge out. And he is picked off. The Reds win the challenge. That is a huge base running mistake here, down 4 in the 9th. I know that's not the tying run, but still, I mean, if you got any chance.
Oh, I agree with you. That's a huge base running mistake. The only thing I can say, and you can see that Mercer was caught totally unawares. The last thing he was probably expecting was a pick out. Who throws to first up by 4 runs?
For a guy that doesn't steal bases.
Yeah.
Mercer's only tried twice.
I'm sure he was shocked to see that ball coming his way.
Well, the element of surprise from the lefty, looking right over there to first. That's the advantage by Cingrati, look right at first base. Now Rodriguez batting with the bases clear and 1 out. Pirates had the bases loaded, nobody out in the 7th, scored once. Pirates had 2 men aboard with nobody out in the 8th and did not score. Now 2-2. Garrett Cole started, went 5 2/3. Gave up 4 runs, but on 3 hits. And Rodriguez works a walk.
Not a whole lot of strike throwers been coming in and out of that bullpen.
Yeah, it's 5 walks from the Reds bullpen in 2 1/3 innings. Working at first with a 5-run lead. Now 4.
You say it like that, and you're kind of disappointed that we haven't taken advantage of that many free passes from the bullpen. That usually is a recipe for a comeback.
But not today. And the Reds avoid a sweep. They prevail today 7-3, and Billy Hamilton with his 4 stolen bases really helping the cause early on.
Yeah, they really did some great work on the bases. They used the speed. Even had the old school steal. The delay steal got him a run earlier in the game.
Adam Duvall with that one. Well, the Reds take 1 game of this series. Pirates still take the series 2-1. Now it's time for the post-game show. Dan Potash and Kent DeColvey.
All right, gentlemen, thank you very much. Well, the Pirates, unfortunately, are going to have to wait a little bit longer to earn their first 3-game series sweep. They did so against the Oakland A's back in early July. And I take this afternoon a poor start by Garrett Cole and some speed by Billy Hamilton just proved to be the wrong combination.
Yeah, in the early part of the ball game, that was the deadly combination today. And I think the two are interlinked in the fact that, Garrett Cole, we know that he's had history of having trouble holding runners, and with